and get into this new and improved game from BioWare that's supposed to be coming out. It's supposed to be a psycholot or sci-fi RPG. So let's see what they're talking about. It don't look like nothing like Mass Effect or anything like that. Looks like a completely new IP by BioWare. Ex BioWare devs, I should say. And let's do this. It's a all brand new game. It's by the former developers from BioWare that had their parts in Mass Effect 2 and 3. They all got together and made their own studio. This is a brand new IP, brand new exploration RPG. And oh my god, it is fucking amazing. Let me show you the trailer. Hold on.
Okay. I am interested. Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 were really good.
They were the best ones.
Yeah.
Especially
I like
2.
Mass Effect 1 as well, but it's so
No, 2 and 3
funky.
won everything, yeah.
2
Yeah,
was
no, like,
2 was the
story, I'm
best.
talking about the story of 1 is also really.
Oh yeah.
Mass Effect 1 was kind of a clunky beta.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
You know, like, because when you play 2, you just can't go back to playing, Mass Effect 1.
You can't.
You have to. You cannot go through 2 without playing 1.
Yeah, 1.
You have to start with 1.
It is something different.
Way, basically.
It's something different when you play the same character from start to finish of that franchise. It's something different.
What I'm saying is, like, you just want to get through it as quick as you can.
Yeah, it's the chore. You get 1 as the chore. You start with 2, then you spend like years isolated from people playing 2, another couple of years isolated playing 3, and then you fucking die. And then Andromeda comes and you're like,
why? Why do you hate me?
Andromeda was so fucking shit, though.
Okay, I got 2 of them for you because I didn't even see this one down here. But here you go.
Come on, start this thing. I want to get back to leveling.
So I'm a huge science fiction fan, and I really felt
no
that
shit.
I had, one more story to tell. It came from actually a long time ago, back in 7th grade, I think. I was reading about Einstein and theory of relativity and time dilation, and it just blew my mind. I had a teacher who assigned us a short story. We had to write a short story. Before he assigned it, he said that he'd never given out a 100% mark. And of course,
wait, pause the video. Pause
the
video. Okay, I need to piss. I'll be right back.
All right. How you down?
But
all right,
Mikey, meanwhile, start downloading Throne and Liberty. Thank you. I need people to play with, and the person I've known for 15 years doesn't want to play with me because he's a piece of shit. So, yes, you are. You're a fucking piece of shit. Now download Throne and Liberty. Thank you.
Oh my god. All right, play the video.
I'm going to get the first 100%.
Yes, but download the game
meanwhile. The entire month, because we had a month, writing and rewriting and writing and rewriting. And I wrote a story about time dilation. Fast forward today, and that's the kind of story I want to tell. Oh, also, I did indeed get that 100%.
So I can attest to the reality of all of that. Like, the fact that James has been that big a nerd for this entire time is amazing, and why we're doing this amazing game together. But also the competitive element of it too. So yeah, totally true story. Totally true story.
I think I've seen about this one. Isn't that like like that movie?
What we're building in Exodus.
I don't know. Yeah, it's based on that movie. I forget what that fucking movie's called, bro. It was a really big. Fuck, it's gonna bother me now.
But they're also gonna affect a bunch of other things.
Interstellar.
Yeah.
There we go.
Civilization overall, and that's gonna be pretty enormous.
That was a great movie.
It takes some elements, I guess, from Interstellar, but it's not based on it.
But I think that it has like a baby of. I think my opinion of it, it looks like a mixture of Interstellar, Mass Effect 2, and then a little bit of Halo 3.
One sec, Mikey, 1 sec. Are you downloading Throne and Liberty?
Oh my god, Tony. I will download it after the video.
No. Are you downloading it now?
No, because I'm on live stream,
I don't want
Tony.
to hear your opinion. Play the video.
Okay.
The rights to say your opinion. Play the video.
I wish we could share more today, but we've got to save the details for...
God, that looked like a scene from Interstellar or The Martian.
Yeah, right?
Both of them.
But listen back to what he said.
As you advance in the game, your homeworld and your civilization overall, and that's going to be too. So yeah.
And I wrote a story about time dilation. Fast forward today, and that's the kind of story I want to tell. Oh, also, I did indeed get that 100%.
Okay, we've heard this
Well, I
part.
can
Go.
attest-
Yeah, I know. It's the part right after this. Give it a second.
James has been that big a nerd for
Go-
this entire
go for
time
it,
is
go for
amazing,
it.
and why we're doing totally true story.
You're not downloading Throne of Liberty. I don't want to waste my time with you. Come on.
This is one of the exciting parts of what we're building in Exodus. The choices you make are going to impact story progression in a bunch of different ways. Your choices are going to have consequences for your loved ones back home. You're going to see that impact on those choices in cool ways we unfortunately can't reveal quite yet, but they're also going to affect a bunch of other things. Progression options for your character as you advance in the game. Your homeworld and your civilization overall, and that's going to be pretty enormous. We're super excited about that. There's a really cool element that I think we really internally are most excited about, which involves
This
the
is a
crazy
single
outcomes
player
of the
game.
companions. I wish we
Oh,
could
yeah,
share more
it would be.
today, but
I
we've
don't
gotta save
give a
the
fuck
details
anymore.
for
Honestly, I'm
later.
exhausted. I want a multiplayer game.
Yeah, but multiplayer games like in space
Our
are actually
vision
very
for
difficult.
Exodus is to
to
create
make.
a
Yeah, especially when it's an MMO.
place
Not
across
dif-
the entire
yeah, not
galaxy.
difficult, but
Exploration and discovery is a
time
big part of that
consuming.
journey. At the end of the day, you're trying to save everything you love. That's your real
I'm
mission
just
here.
exhausted
To do
without
this, you
listening
realize
about
you've got to go
how
out on
long.
these missions and
Very
uncover
level.
exotic celestial remnants. How you use them when you get back home is where it gets really interesting. You're back on your home world after finding a remnant, and now you've got a choice of how you're going to harvest it. Do you want to use it to make weapons against the Celestials themselves, or expand scientific discovery for humanity? That's just one example, but that's what this is about. And Exodus isn't about broad open space exploration. You're on specific missions to recover these remnants. You're driven by time. It's your enemy you can't see, but you also can't ignore it. And that urgency is to get home, figure out how to leverage these things to save your planet, not miss out on what's happened with your loved ones while you've been gone due to time dilation. That's really what it's all about. And we're really excited to unveil that to players.
Oh, I think the longer it takes for you to do certain scenarios is gonna fuck up shit in the fucking
Times
past.
are indeed story leaps, but
Yeah,
there's so much
that's
more
how
than
time
that.
dilation works.
Before you go on an exodus, you're going to need to make some really important decisions about your friends, your family, and your entire world. You're going to make these choices knowing that you won't even see the consequences for years or even decades. This gives extra weight to every choice that you make. Your choices are going to continue to have an impact throughout the entire game. A choice that you make before your first exodus might have big consequences upon your return. But there might be even bigger, unforeseen consequences from that same choice after your next exodus. Yes, you will. In fact, you will meet several sentient aliens. You'll even adventure with sentient aliens. But the definition of alien in Exodus is a little different because they aren't extraterrestrial. Everything has a terrestrial origin. Everything has come from Earth and has evolved over 40,000 years. And that can lead to some really weird civilizations and versions of humanity or other animals from Earth. Just think of how we humans turned wolves into chihuahuas just through breeding them. And now take that, multiply it by 40,000 years, and using all sorts of genetic technologies, and we have a lineup of aliens that's going to be weirder than most science fiction games or science fiction worlds that you've seen.
That one got me intrigued.
Silicates are, they're really cool, and they're going to be one of those things that I think people will remember about the game. However, I can't really talk too much about them because I don't want to spoil anything, but I can say that the choices you make in the game will have a huge impact on how silicates appear in the game. So you might be talking to your buddy who's also playing Exodus, and you'll describe your experience with silicates, and he'll be like, "What? That's nothing like what's happening, in his version of the game." It's actually pretty cool. There's one choice in particular that has massive consequences that span centuries.
See, I love games like that because it's mad replay value in it. You never experience the same game twice.
The game
Yeah,
supports many
that's
different
true.
play styles. Like this is something that's
Now
really
we need to
near
do
and dear
this,
to
but
us
in a
terms of the
MMORPG.
minute-to-minute experience that we want to deliver to players. You're going to be able to build up your
That's
character.
why
that suits you
Mass
and your
Effect
play
games
style.
were
It
loved,
supports the
because
choices you're
yes,
going to make as you play
yeah.
along in the journey.
Every time you play him, it was different. Yeah.
It was not just
Been
like,
fortunate
oh
to
yeah,
be able to
he
have shown
dies
some
or he
pre-alpha gameplay back at
survives.
our
There were
event
multiple
at the Game
different
Awards
things.
last December. That's really the beginning for us. There's a bunch more gameplay we wish we could share. Today, I have to be very careful because my marketing director's staring at me with steely eyes from behind the camera that you all can't see. So I've got to be very careful with this answer. But all I can tell you is stay tuned because there's amazing stuff going on here.
I smell good.
It's looking awesome, and we're super excited to share with everybody. And I say super excited a lot. I'm sorry, but I am super excited. So yeah, the game looks awesome. We can't wait to share more.
And just so you know, Drew Karpyshyn actually has fun playing Exodus now, and he hates everything.
That's so true. We had a gameplay review the other week, and Drew actually said this game's actually fun. And we're looking at him like, what? Is that an insult and a compliment from Drew simultaneously? And it was, and it was beautiful.
Well, the game's ending is one of probably the defining features of Exodus in that, the choices you make are going to essentially have impacts from the beginning to the end of the game. And at the end of the game, you're going to do, well, I don't want to give away too much, but let's just say there's some time jumps where you get to really see the consequences of the choices you've made over the course of decades, centuries, that kind of thing. And when you talk to your friend who might have also finished the game, you're going to find that his or her experience at the end of the game was completely
Can you
different.
pause this for a second?
It's a very
just?
unique experience.
Isn't it bold of them to assume? Like, I feel offended, but they're assuming that we have friends. I don't like that. I'm not okay with this. Like, I feel insulted. All right. You can
Well-
talk. There's only 40 seconds left.
Well, it's not that. It's that we have friends that don't play the same games that we play. You know how refreshing it was? You know how refreshing it was to play Space Marines with Glenn? That was some of the most fun shit I had in a long fucking time. We was fucking chopping
It is
shit.
to try and play any form of video game with any fucking buddy, but nobody wants to play any form of video game. Yeah.
Motherfucker, I play your video games with you multiple times.
Yeah. Every 3 months. Are you downloading Throne and Liberty right now?
No.
I can't wait to be able to tell you more.
Hey, Exodus fans. We're so excited you've been following along with our journey. We just wanted to let you know from everyone at Archetype, it's your enthusiasm that's the fuel that helps us make this amazing game, and we're really looking forward to being able to share more with you over the coming months.
I like these guys.
Keep your eyes peeled. There's going to be some cool things coming out really soon. We have a lot we can
I feel like these are the type of developers that we need doing shit like this.
Amazing game. Thanks very much.
And then I got one more to show you. And that's it.
No.
Just this 5-minute trailer.
No, thank you.
It takes less time to watch this trailer than to smoke a cigarette.
Not only brilliant,
No, it doesn't.
courageous.
It's okay.
To save
You know
her
what
planet,
takes less
she was
time
willing to
than to watch this trailer?
sacrifice everything and travel
To
the
click
stars.
download Throne and Liberty. That's what it takes.
As a frontier world, we were
Nah, that
barely
takes quite a bit of
hanging
time.
Yeah, because you gotta look at the space
on,
and...
digging up our past to find
Gotta
a
find that button.
I know you guys have no experience in finding a spot of any kind, but you know, it's not that hard. No, wait. Okay. Bye.
I like the art style they went with. Definitely Unreal Engine 5, though.
It's great. Yeah. It's great.
What she
I
found
know.
that
This
day
is Unreal Engine 4.
was a miracle.
If they have started it before, unless they
would be our
updated all the
salvation.
fucking things, there's no way that
And
it's
she
Unreal
used that
Engine
ship
5.
to
It looks like 5 with the dust and stuff, like the ground and the environment.
for celestial treasure.
Because it looked like the Halo 5 Unreal or unveiling or some shit on Unreal.
Yeah, they
Nah,
might have their own.
Unreal Engine 5 is too early to have developed this game already.
Yeah.
There you go, Glenn, your Necrons.
She put her life on the line to bring back artifacts to put us on the path to scientific breakthroughs.
More like
She risked
Transformers with the
everything.
Decepticons.
But despite
Really,
our
am I the only one that's thinking of Dead Space right now?
I got that vibe a couple times, but it's another video game that I reviewed today that was more in the lines of a horror sci-fi RPG that was going to come out.
made it home
Why Dead Space?
Mm-hmm.
Those monsters jumping on you?
No, it's
Literally
called
like
it's
that?
called Chronos.
Yeah.
It's
but
called
the
Chronos.
machine, though, and they were-
Nah, I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Concept.
Thank you all
Yeah,
for
but
visiting the
I didn't
museum.
go that far
And
since
safe
well they're
travel.
not machines,
Come on.
so
Nah, what you're thinking of, Tony? Tony, what you just said, fucking, there's a new one other than this game that I just reviewed as well by accident. Was a game called Chronos that's supposed to be coming out. And that's a horror RPG, horror sci-fi RPG. I never really heard of that before. Like a horror RPG?
What do you mean you've never heard of that before?
Like a game that's an RPG, but it's a horror game.
How have you not heard of that before?
What game?
Texas, Dead Space, those are RPGs.
I don't know. I thought Dead Space was just a linear game, like a regular game. I didn't look at it like RPG.
Can be linear. RPG can be linear.
We both knew the cost.
yeah.
Because it wasn't too much leveling or nothing. I thought it was just a story, a horror story game.
RPG means role-playing game, as in you put yourself in a certain role.
No, but it was the original Dead Space was just an action game, if I'm not mistaken.
It doesn't matter. Like RPG means role-playing game. It's a game in which you role-play a certain character, right? Like Halo, for example, you role-play Master Chief.
No. When I think of a role playing game, I'm thinking of what's that? Dragon Age. I'm thinking of Fallout, where it's open,
Basically,
where it's open-ended.
Yeah, but you associate role play with like, oh, I make my own choices. No, you're actively role playing it. Like
Yeah.
you're acting this character. You're playing.
No,
this
yeah, I
character.
get that point, but at the same,
Like,
every
for
game
example,
every game is a role playing game. Then
Yeah, but that's the thing. Every game is a role-playing game in its own sense, where you're playing a character.
no, but the
Playing a
actual
character, you're
my
role-playing.
argument was like the genre, like the genre that Dead Space, the original Dead Space, in was action, just an action arcade game.
Yeah, there can be multiple genres in one. Like for example, you've got an action, a linear RPG, you've got a first-person shooter RPG, you've got like a sandbox RPG. There's many different ones.
Yeah, 'cause
Open
most-
world RPGs.
Yeah, because most RPGs that most people are familiar with are either the sandbox ones or the open world ones, because that's the only time that an
But they all
RPG
count
really
as
works.
RPG.
Because like a game like what Glenn plays is more of an RPG than what most people play. You know what I'm saying? Like you have more freedom to actually role play and do it how the lore dictates. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of RPGs,
Oh my
are you
God!
downloading Throne and Liberty?
Yes.
Okay, good boy.
He found the button. Damn.
I mean, he did have a baby with Amanda. I'm sure hoping at least he's given her an orgasm once in her life.
No. Absolutely not. We're Catholic.
No, wait, no hesitation at all. Yeah.
Poor Amanda.
We're Catholic. We don't produce orgasms. We just
Catholics
reproduce.
Produce the most orgasms.
No. We just
Yeah.
produce seed through missionary position. Eyes locked.
Speak for yourself, peasants.
You must not bang like a beast.
Did you just say you must bang like a beast? You're right.
You must not like. Yeah, but this is the game that I was talking about. That's a horror RPG. Like
I'm not looking anymore. I've got a level. Got things to do in my life right now.
hold on, the Chronos.
Damn. Sounds like you're a bit busy, huh?
Yeah, right. Here you go. This one is a pretty good one right here. I thought it was pretty dope.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Gives me like Dead Space with Fallout vibes a little bit.
All in space.
Mm-hmm. The art direction looks pretty cool too. Very fleshy. I thought those were some pretty good ones out of all the ones I've
I
seen.
will never forgive you. Rah, rah, rah.
Yeah, out of all the ones I've seen, I thought those were the pretty good ones. That and this they having a first person like Dark Tide-esque game coming out for Xbox, I guess, or Xbox Game Pass. Is in the Control FBC world, where it's like you do the FBC shit from Control, but it's in first person now, and it's an extraction shooter, almost like SCP Hotel. And I thought that was pretty dope.
Fuck that shit.
And then like turn your brain off, fucking shoot shit game. And then what's that other one that I seen that I saw that I was like, oh my god, yes, take
Literally
my
fuck
money.
that shit.
What's it called? Blind Fire? No, that was the one that was like, oh yeah, Lake House, the expansion for Alan Wake 2. I was looking at that. That was pretty good. But yeah, that was the games I seen today, and they were pretty dope. I was like, oh my god, I can't wait. My panties are soaky. And now I'm about to play some Space Hulk.
Meanwhile,